Hey, we're back again with another video, and this time we're in the middle of packing for a trip to Japan. Literally couldn't be more excited. It's been a bucket list destination for me for a number of years. But as I was going through all this gear, I just thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to give you the 10 items that I think are essential, whether it's your first time on the slopes or whether this is your 6th season on the snow. Item number 1 on the list is a good pair of ski or snowboard socks. The ones that I've got here are from Isobar, they're merino wool, and that's fantastic because merino helps fight odours, which means that your feet stink a little bit less as the week goes on. I'd highly recommend having at least 2 pairs of socks so that you can change them in or out. If you don't have the money to splash on a pair of specific ski or snowboard socks, the one thing that I would say is just get yourself a tall sock that goes out of the top of your boot. If the top of the sock finishes before the top of your boot, you're going to have an unwanted pressure point, and that's not going to be great. Item number 2 is a good set of base layers. This is the layer that's going to go closest to your body. Something for the bottom half, something for up top, but it's important that you choose a proper base layer. Don't be fooled into just wearing a cotton t-shirt. You're going to find that it doesn't wick sweat away from your body and you're going to get cold a lot quicker. You can go for something natural like a merino wool, which is going to be slightly warmer and have more odour resistance, or you could go for something synthetic. Synthetics are normally a bit cheaper, they still keep you warm, but they tend to retain odours which make them a little bit more stinky. Item number 3 is your mid layer. Now this is going to be something like a warm fleece, or if you're a cold person, a jacket. Now jackets you could choose from any sort of insulated synthetic like Primaloft or Corloft, or you could go for a down jacket. The only thing to be aware of is if you're going to use down and you get it wet, it's not going to retain its heat as well. However, with down, if you keep it dry, what you're going to find is that it's going to keep you warmer and it will probably weigh less than your synthetic equivalent. Item number 4 is a pair of waterproof trousers and jacket. As an instructor in the past, it has literally blown my mind that people would turn up to take lessons in jeans. I'm not being funny, whether it's your first time or whether you've spent 5, 6, 10 seasons in the snow, it's likely that at some point you are going to fall over. Jeans are going to get wet and you're going to feel really uncomfortable. When you're thinking about waterproofing, there's so many different fabrics that you can look at, but most will come with a waterproof rating on the label. Look for anything that's 10,000 up. Okay, if you're going for a more premium material, something like Gore-Tex, you're going to be getting ratings of 20,000 and you know that you're going to be safe, warm and dry for the rest of the day. In terms of your waterproof jacket, yes, anything will do. But if you get a ski-specific jacket, you might get some special features, such as a snow skirt, media pocket, lift pass pocket. It's definitely worth looking into getting a ski or snowboard specific waterproof jacket. But as I said, if you don't want to spend the money on one, any waterproof jacket will do. Item number 5 on the list is decent face protection. Whether you're going for a hood, a full-on balaclava, a tube style neck warmer, you're lucky enough to have a pair of goggles that comes with a magnetic face mask, some sort of wind stopper, an air hole balaclava, make sure that you've got a range of face masks. I would essentially say one for the morning, one for the afternoon. The area around the mouth tends to get wet and uncomfortable by lunchtime, so unless you've got a way to dry it out really quickly, I'd always keep 2 in my pocket. Item number 6 on the essentials list is a decent pair of goggles. My recommendations, first of all, try them on before you buy them, make sure that they're comfortable and get something with 2 lenses. If you can change out the lens from a highlight lens to a low light lens, depending on the conditions, you're going to feel more comfortable when you're out on the slopes. There's lots of different ways where you can get better visuals these days. Definitely check out ChromaPop with Smiths and on Sonar and Oakley Prism lenses. Item number 7, get yourself a lid. Whether it be your first week or you've been riding for a few seasons, I really think a lid is important. Any type of helmet is better than no helmet. The one that I use is a gyro combine, and it's slightly different to most models on the market. It has a kind of memory foam like material that when it takes an impact, it will then expand back out again to allow it to take an impact in the same place. Most helmets are made with a kind of polystyrene inner, which means that when it's hit, it's not going to go back to its original, so you should replace it. So I can highly recommend the gyro combine. It's going to protect your head that little bit longer. Item number 8, a decent pair of gloves or mitts. There is nothing worse than being sat on a chairlift thinking, oh my god, when is this going to end? My fingers are freezing. If you buy a decent pair of mitts or gloves, you're going to feel happier being out on the slopes for longer. My personal preference is a pair of mitts. Having your fingers all together in one place definitely makes it warmer and more comfortable. Highly recommend the Swanee Toaster mitt. I've never had any issues with it. Absolutely fantastic glove. Item number 9, and maybe this is slightly more for snowboarders than it is for skiers, but bring a tool. This little snowboard tool from Burton cost about £8, and it means that I can adjust my bindings on the go. If there's any problems with the straps, if I want to change my stance up, it takes a couple of minutes. Skiers, I'd still recommend bringing something. Leathermans are great, allowing you to adjust the din on yours or somebody else's bindings out on the slopes. I'd never go out without a snowboard tool. That's item number 9. And number 10, my final item on the list of 10 ski essentials that I would recommend you take with you on a ski or snowboard trip. Maybe a slight luxury, but a boot dryer / warmer. As soon as I get in from the slopes, stick my boots in these, dries them out for the next day. But that's not the best bit. Getting up the next morning, turning it on, getting some heat flowing through those boots, meaning that after you've eaten breakfast and you're ready to walk out the door, your boots feel great when you put them on. You can get these from about £15 to £20, all the way up to around £100, depending on what you are prepared to spend. You don't have to spend the earth, but get yourself a boot dryer, you will feel much more comfortable. So that's my list of 10 ski or snowboard essentials, which are good for a beginner through to an advanced skier or rider. If you think that I've forgotten something, drop it down in the comments below, hit the like button if you found it useful, and feel free to subscribe. We're really grateful for the early support that we've had. Thank you for supporting the channel. And we'll